bad traffic over here. Uh, but we're going to do this real quick because I'm pretty sure it's going to start raining here in just a second. It's been raining all day. Uh, we're going to do basically a Q&A. But first, I want to go out, take a minute to say or speak out about something that is actually popped up on Facebook, and I can relate to it. I'm pretty sure everybody else can relate to it as well. And it's called bullying. Um, I saw a post about a girl. I want to say she was like six years old. She had a broken arm. That happened at her school. Two girls tackled her. They broke her arm in two places. She had to have surgery. The school wrote it off as it being an accident. And then there was another one where the girl got jumped in the school. And then there was another one where a boy actually had a laceration right above his left eye, and he had to have stitches. I'm currently waiting on the parents. One thing in the world that pisses me off is bullying, and it don't really matter how you look at it. I for the literally twice this month, I've sheriff deputies, roll up on me just for sitting in the parking lot. Okay, a lot of times when we're out scouting, we get curious about a place, kind of like this one, and we start doing the research, and we're not gonna ride around with a phone in our hand, so we find a parking lot somewhere, we park, and they usually end up showing up behind us and shining a light in my eyes, trying to find the littlest reason to give me a hard time. But in their eyes, that's them doing their job. To me, that's you pushing your authority around. It ain't cool. Bullying is bullying. It don't matter how you look at it. So hopefully they'll get back. The families get back. The parents get back with us about that. So I can, in one of my videos, I can actually show y'all the pictures that we looked at. I can read a little bit of the story, and I can, reiterate how I feel about it. But I'm not going to take up too much time doing that right now because that's not what we're here for. So today we're going to do a little Q&A. I know a lot of people want to know certain things about me, certain things about my camera person, and so forth and so on. We're going to do one for each individual. Today, we decided to do one for me. So, y'all just have to overlook the fact I keep looking at this creepy ass building because I kid y'all not. This is the only building that's built like that, looks like that, is actually a landing. So I don't know why that is, but I can tell you from looking at it from the outside, it looks like something I'll be going into. We haven't been able to find any stories or anything about it. We know at one point in time it was actually a theater, and then it was turned into a bar. But I mean, as far as any background of like anything happening, like fire breaking out or somebody getting killed, we ain't been able to come up with anything yet. So we're still looking into it. We'll be trying to get in touch with the owners to talk to them about it a little bit, see what's up with it. But a lot of people have been having questions, about me. So I figured this is one way to answer the questions. So my camera person, my social media person, researchers, they all sat down and they thought, what would be the common questions that people would ask? And also, what would be something a little bit extra that we can throw out there for you? So, with that being said, they're going to read the questions and I'm going to answer to the best of my ability. I mean, nobody knows me better than me, so. All right, take it away.
So we know on both Facebook pages and all your social media, you're referred as Echo Six. Do you have a real name people call you?
Actually, yeah, I do. I have a legal name, but I'm not going to give that out. But I have a nickname. I actually got this nickname when I was in elementary school, and that nickname is Bubba. Um, but the thing about why I probably could have used Bubba when I was making the group name instead of like Echo Six Gaming or Echo Six Exploring Team. But the thing is, number one, there's so many YouTubers out there that use their first and last name on YouTube. I wanted something a little bit different, and I didn't want to turn around and say, hey, this is my channel, so we're gonna give it my name. I thought of a group because like camera person, social media person, researchers, my source person, all my subscribers, fans, people that watch, y'all are part of this too. So when like for Echo 6 Gaming Team or Echo 6 Gaming Squad and Echo 6 Exploring Team, the squad and the team is describing everybody. It's describing you and y'all. So that's why I didn't use my nickname or my real name when naming the channels, but I do have a legal name. I'm not giving it out, but my nickname, like I said, I got it in elementary school. Sorry about that. Some jackass is blowing the horn because he doesn't know what the horn is actually made for. So, anyways, next question.
How did you come up with the name Echo Six?
That's a very good question. Echo 6 derived from the movie and the game. There's the irony in this whole thing. The name Echo 6 derived from the movie and the game of Resident Evil. The specialized group that was sent in to get to go after the zombies. That group was called Echo 6. If you look it up on Google, Echo 6, you'll get a whole bunch of shit for Resident Evil. And that was the badass group. That was the badass group that went after the zombies. Well, I look at us as me, which is the investigator and the gamer, social media, I'm a camera person. Everybody that's involved, including my fans and my subscribers, we all make one badass thing. So, Echo 6 it was.
How did you get into this?
The gaming part, I thought it was really unique how they could actually take a game, buy it, mod it, play a different role that the game actually didn't even intend you to play, put up-to-date cars that you would actually see out here on the road, put those into the game and play the game. I thought that was really cool. That started with Grand Theft Auto. I've played all of them, by the way. Ever since it was Grand Theft Auto with the little overhead cars. That started with GTA 4, and I was watching a group called RCMP, which stood for Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I watched them, and then when GTA 5 came out, I started watching Polecat and Jeff Fabiano and Bay Area Bugs, and I got interested in it, doing it from them, and I actually watched one of Jeff Fabiano's tutorial videos on how to do it, and jumped in there and did it, and that took off. As far as Echo 6 exploring, it's always had my curiosity when somebody turns around and they try to tell me, hey, don't go in there, that place is haunted. 5 minutes later, they can turn around and my ass gonna be gone. And they're gonna be like, where the hell did he go? Well, I'm in there. So, it's always been my nature to go into places that are haunted, abandoned, creepy looking. But going into places that are like houses, like this, they're kind of they're not really worth going into, to be honest with you. To me, something like this be worth going into. A hospital, an old school that's closed down. That would be worth going into. So I've always had an interest in going into places like that. So I figured might as well bring a camera and let everybody else tag along with me.
How many people is in your group and what do they do?
Wow. Okay, so I've got 2 researchers, two females that actually do research. They're not really able to leave home a whole lot. And then plus they have other jobs too. So they're the ones that do my research. My source, y'all don't really see him a whole lot in videos. I'm gonna try to start incorporating him into some videos with us. I know when we go and do Peter's Cemetery, he's going to be with us. My source is basically like old tales that your mom used to tell you, your grandmother used to tell you. Myths, all that's just a superstition. And he pretty much knows them all. He's been, I think he was born in like 1935. He was in the military. So he's seen it all and heard it all. If it's something around here that, somebody's like, hey, there's a troll that lives under that bridge over there. I can go and ask him, have you ever heard about this troll that lives under this bridge over here? If I ask him about something else, he can tell me about it. I asked him about this place. He don't know anything about this place other than it used to be a theater. And the theater part closed down and ended up opening back up as a bar or a restaurant. And then that closed down and it's been like this ever since. But as far as anything like happening, like a fire or somebody getting killed or something, he can't remember anything like that happening here. He was also the one that told me about the Atlanta Prison Farm. Before it was the Atlanta Prison Farm, there used to be a house there. And there was a guy that jumped out of the top window. This guy that jumped out of the top window of his house. And they all went back downstairs to make sure he was okay. But he survived the fall. He survived the fall. When they lifted his shirt up, he had a claw mark down his back. So that house was supposed to be haunted, but they went back in, went all through the house, couldn't find anything. That house has been torn down, and then that's where the Atlanta Prison Farm is now. So he tells me a lot of information that I need, and there's something that's it dates way back. And my researchers can't really find anything on the internet about it. He's the one that I go to. And then you have Kim, who's my camera person and my social media guru. She deals with all my social media stuff. She deals with the emails. She deals with all the cameras. We have a lot of cameras. We have we have 3 different cameras that we use. We try to keep the footage from one camera instead of trying to slap different. But anyways, so she does that, and then there's me. I do the investigating part, and pretty much I'm the one that's in front, in lead, if we ever go into a building or something like that.
Could you do it?
I'm sorry, to answer your question. To answer your question, there's 4 people. If you count me, there's 5. Go ahead.
Could you do it all by yourself?
Do it now?
Could you do it all by yourself?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. 'Cause I'm hot like, no, I could. There's no way in hell I could do it by myself. I'd have to let something go. Like I'd have to let all the social media go and just do the videos or something. There's really no way I could do it all by myself. I mean, you know, if I did social media and then turn around and did the exploring, I would literally be doing social media like one night, scouting for like 2 or 3 nights, and exploring for 2 or 3 nights, and then that'd be it. So I wouldn't get, I wouldn't really get anything done.
What tools do you carry with you?
What tools do I carry with me? That's a good question. Well, I'm not going to go and pick it up right now, but there's a camcorder that I use, that I carry. It also has a built-in, like a snapshot. So if you're recording something, you can sit here and just hit the button and it'll take a picture. While it's recording video, it'll take a picture if you hit the button. You can go back and watch shit on it. It's a camera. And then on top of that, we have 2 more cameras that we use that we can use to do video. We can use to do take pictures with. As far as tools, what I carry with me, this right here is a radio. It's to communicate with anybody that might be with me. So like, say we go in here, and we'll say it's me and the 2 researchers and my source, and we get split up, we can call each other on the radio and find out where the other person is. Most of the time, they don't work when you get inside of a building. Like if you're say we're like in a hospital and they're on the 9th floor and I'm in the basement looking at the morgue, it probably wouldn't pick them up. But you never know. Carry just in case. As far as tools, I either carry these or 5 hours with me. In situations like right now when my camera person, y'all can't see, but she's back there yawning. She's making me want to yawn. I'll usually open one of these up and take it. That's what helps me stay focused and alert. I've got to have this right here. That's the only thing that calms my nerves and keeps me from losing my fucking mind when I'm inside of a building or in the woods or whatever. Here, this is actually a police scanner. It's actually a police scanner. You hit the button and it comes on and shit. You can listen to the police and fire department, but basically what I use it for is to scan a section of frequencies. Because if you go and look up what a spirit box is, the spirit box scans a specific section of frequencies. That allows the spirit, if there's any spirit around, to what's the word I'm looking for? It allows them to use that device to communicate with us. So a spirit could actually, when I'm scanning the frequencies, they can talk through this. They can manipulate. That's the word I'm looking for. They can manipulate this and talk into it, and I can hear them. And all I got to do to talk is talk right back at them. So that's why I carry this. And then, there actually has been several situations when we've been out scouting areas, woods, railroad tracks, that we've actually heard what sounded like maybe coyotes, chupacabras, and we hear them. That kind of makes everybody around me get nervous. You know, my camera person, you know, does a fantastic job of holding the camera, but I can tell y'all, like the entire time, she's like this right here. The entire time, okay? When you start when we're in the woods and you hear that or whatever the hell they make, it sounds like a whole bunch of screaming kids. Specifically at chupacabra, they do that. You know, everybody that's out there with me start getting nervous. They start looking around, and I don't know. I guess they're looking for the red eyes or the green eyes or whatever color eyes they decide to have that night. So in that case, in that instance, I actually carry. Basically, if I had to use it, that's what it would be used for. It'd be used to basically stop whatever, you know, would be there to try to harm us or attack us. That's not a spirit. Last thing I have is this right here. It's my flashlight. It's very fucking bright. It's, as you can see, it's got the white, and then it's got the strobe. It's got a night light. That's what I use at night. And I don't want people to see that I'm out in the woods and I'm walking around. You know, that's what I use. And then it also has a blood light or a black light, which is commonly used if you need to, you know, see if there's blood on something. And that's it for that. Pretty sure that's everything I carry with me.
If you could go anywhere, what's the most scariest place you'll go?
That's a good question. Suicide forts in Japan. Suicide forts in Japan, definitely. And I would go there at night. Y'all don't know what suicide forts in Japan is? Look it up. They have some very, very creepy ass videos of suicide forts in Japan on YouTube. Other people, explorers, and stuff like that, they've went out there and they've actually physically seen things in these woods. This is basically some forest that where people go and they commit suicide. So, from what I hear, it's supposed to be very, very hot. So, suicide forest in Japan, definitely.
How do you come up with the stuff to look like?
I'm sorry, the stuff look like Elmo or
No,
Elmo going in a haunted house.
I meant to say, how do you come up with the stuff to look for like creatures in haunted houses?
Research, uh, word of mouth. I hear people talking about it. Uh, I mean, that's uh, yeah, that's word of mouth and the internet.
Why did you start an exploring channel?
Why did I start an exploring channel? Well, that's why. The building, I don't know. It's something about this building. It intrigues me. It's the only one on this whole section of this road that looks like this. It's designed like this. It's empty. It's abandoned. God knows what happened in there. Um, I don't know. It's kind of like, so I'm curious about like houses that people say are haunted, and, cemeteries, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go and explore them anyway. So if I'm gonna go out and explore them, then I might as well, uh, bring a camera and let all my subscribers and my fans tag along with me. Um, that's why I started the exploring channel. Not to mention the fact there's a lot of history behind certain things, like the McDonough Square being haunted, the Warren House in Jonesboro, which we're currently working on. Which, by the way, at the end of this video, I need to explain something to one of my fans. So remind me about that when we get to the end of the questions.
Have you ever been recognized in public?
Yeah, all the time. 2 or 3 times by police. A couple times in the stores. Yeah, I have. I've been recognized quite a few times.
Who is your biggest fan?
Say what now?
Who is your biggest fan?
Oh, that's easy. Hands down, Alicia. Alicia. She's the biggest one. She's commented on every single video. Not commented on every single video. She's watched every single video. She's even actually went on her Instagram and took pictures of my stuff and put it on hers. Definitely Alicia, and as a matter of fact, Alicia is the one who I need to get into this video.
Some of the places I'm going to, the biggest challenge.
Getting in without being seen. This one's a good. There's 2 entrances on the back end of this parking lot, and one up here. One on the front's on the main road, the 2 on the back are the end over there. There's concrete barriers that are blocking. It's a closed business. I'm pretty damn sure they're not supposed to be here, but it wouldn't be right to do a QA video anywhere else. Besides, it's not just yeah, the biggest obstacle is getting in without being seen or without being caught. Because if you're seen, you're caught, you can go to jail, you can get locked up, which is a joke to me and you both who are sitting here laughing about it. But yeah, that's the biggest obstacle.
How long do you plan on doing the exploring, and how far would you like for it to go?
How long? I plan on doing it as long as I plan on doing it as long as my fans and subscribers want me to do it. If they, they say, hey, we're gonna keep on watching everything you're doing. You're doing a fantastic job. We'll keep on doing it. Even if I have only one fan and one subscriber. Eventually I'll get there. How far do I want it to go? I would love for it to just take the hell off. I'd love to have 200,000 subscribers and just take and fly high. But also in the same sense, I am the same person that said that I would love to go into a house and have a spirit in there that's throwing dishes, pots, pans, and chairs, slamming doors at me and telling me to get out, throwing me up against the wall, because that would be awesome to catch on video. And I try to have a dialogue with the damn thing, and if it didn't want to have a dialogue, then I'd probably end up cussing it out. Yeah. So so yeah, that's how far I'm gonna let it go as far as it goes.
Is there going to be any more gaming for Echo 6?
Definitely. GTA 5 kind of slowed down because they came out with Red Dead Redemption 2. So obviously they're not going to release Grand Theft Auto 6 anytime soon. Grand Theft Auto 5, I don't want to keep playing it, using different mods and different skins, and people just get aggravated and bored with it. So I kind of decided to take a break from the gaming aspect and try to get this off the ground. And then once this gets off the ground, hopefully GTA 6 will be out and make that one. But no, I'm not done with the gaming. Not any means at all.
Are you planning on combining the channels together?
Yeah, eventually I will. And it'll be one YouTube channel, it'll be one Facebook account, it'll be one Instagram, one Twitter, one Snapchat, it'll be one of everything. As of right now, I'm trying to get one. I got one here, and I'm trying to get one to come up here, and then I'll put them together. I don't want to right off the bat put them together, and then this one just kind of go bloop. So, and I don't want this one, which is the exploring one, if anything happens, to pull down the gaming one, or vice versa. So that's why I'm trying to keep them separated. Plus, I'm trying to make life for my social media gurus that has to deal with all that shit. I'm trying to make her life a living hell too. So.
Are you ever scared of a ghost trying to attack you when you go in these places?
No, I'm not. I think I have the mentality to try to fight. First of all, a ghost and a spirit is not going to hurt you. One that will hurt you is a dark entity. A dark entity.
Demonic
entity. Demonic entity is the one that's going to hurt you. It's going to be the one that's going to come after you. It's going to be the one that's going to try to really mess you up. So as far as a ghost or a spirit hurting me or trying to affect me in any way, shape, or form, I'm not worried about it. it's the demonic entity that you should be worried about. I'm not even worried about the demonic entity. So,
And why are you not worried about the demonic enemy?
I mean, there's only so much a demonic entity can do to you. Um, you know, we were checking out the Crumpton Booger in South Fulton County, and supposedly that's supposed to be a white heifer with red eyes. And there's this one road, Coweta Road, or as my camera person calls it, Coyote Road. It's Coweta Road over in South Fulton County, and there's one spot right there. I'm not going to tell anybody what spot it is, but there's one specific spot on that road. I don't know why, like every time we go through there, our equipment starts going crazy, and I feel like I still know what I'm doing, but I can't control anything. It's almost like something is trying to possess me, but it doesn't have full control over me. So I don't know what that's about. You know, we've been over there before and experimented, and I mean, even, you know, a camera person, you've been over there. We've experimented, you know, going in that one section real slow, stop, fly through that section. We've experimented, and so I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know if it's actually trying to possess me or if it's just, I don't know. But I'm not really worried about a demonic entity, because I mean, at most, the worst thing they can do to you besides throwing shit at you is possess you. And I really don't think one would want to try to possess me, to be honest with you. Because I mean, if something was to happen, I know what to do to get it away from me, to get it to leave me alone. And to be honest, I'm more worried about the people that are with me being attacked by a demonic entity than I am my own self. So, you know, if we were in a building or something and a demonic entity started attacking everybody, I'd make everybody leave except for me, and I'd probably piss the entity off. So, and the next question.
Y'all not scared y'all gonna get hurt exploring?
There's always a possibility of getting hurt. You know, I want to get into this fucking thing so bad I can almost taste it. It looks like the only way in would probably be at the top of them damn steps, but because there's plywood there, I don't know if there's not a door up there, or if the door's been kicked in, but there's plywood up there. So the only way to get in would be through that door up there at the top. Well, as you can see, the steps have already damn near failed over there. They're not even close to the building; they're away from the building. So going into old houses, abandoned buildings, yeah. Up the second floor, fall back down to the basement, fall to the first floor. You can have the floor to fall in on you, you can have the ceiling to fall in on you. There's all different kinds of things that can happen. There's all different kinds of things that can happen when we're out doing it. So there's the possibility to get hurt, but as far as being worried about it, I'm not really worried about it.
Where would you ever let your fans come with?
I don't know. There's a lot of liability there with that. You know, if I get hurt or my camera person gets hurt, that's one thing. You know, we limp it off, walk it off, and be like, you know, well, just put your thumb in the damn cooler and we'll get it on the way out or whatever. Yeah. My fans, if they got hurt, I'd have to carry them out. I'd have to carry them out of the building, put them in the vehicle, take them to the hospital. That's a lot of liability. I don't know. If I did, it would probably be something really small that where I knew most likely there's nothing demonic there. So, but yeah, I guess I would. Depending on what's in the building. Depends on what's all in the building that we're going in.
When you go out into the woods, are you expecting to hear anything?
The what?
When you go out into the woods, are you expecting to hear anything?
Yeah, absolutely. If I go out into the woods and I sit there all night and I don't hear a single thing, I'm deaf. There's going to be deer, raccoons, foxes, coyotes, armadillo, possum, God knows what else. Crickets, frogs.
Please.
Yeah, you're going to hear all kind of stuff out in the woods. You know, and I expect to hear shit in the woods. That's kind of like the whole purpose behind being able to distinguish what you're supposed to hear. That's, you know, yeah, I expect to hear that, and what you're not supposed to hear. Like the other night when we were on that dirt road, I kept hearing that fucking bell, clang, clang. Or you know, when we were doing the U-turn in the vehicle, where the road said "Do not enter," and the camera caught that fucking wolf, that legitimate wolf sound. That shit was weird because we didn't hear that. We didn't hear that at the time we were sitting there. But when we went back later on and watched it in the video, it's there. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting to hear stuff in the woods.
What's the most aggravating thing you've explored?
The Crumpton Booger, by far. everybody on my team knows that by now. And it's funny. I'm laughing. If y'all are watching, I'm laughing because she actually just mouthed. My source knows, you know, my researchers, they all know that's the most aggravating damn thing I probably went after. The thing with the Crumpton Booger is when you so how do I explain this? When we were told about the Crumpton Booger we went out chasing this Crumpton Booger, and we started reading about a woman who was murdered. She was found murdered in there next to her cow. We thought, well, maybe that had something to do with it. And we ended up chasing this thing from South Fulton County to Coweta County to Clayton County to Fayette County
To Pike.
freaking Pike County. By the time we got to Pike County, before we ever went to Pike County, before we ever traced any stores back to Pike County, by the time we were looking into the situation of what was going on in Coweta County, which was known as the Happy Valley Horror, we were trying to see if it might have been connected to the Crumpton Booger, and it was. We kind of had an idea then of what we were chasing, but then it was seen in Clayton County, and it was seen in Fayette County, and then it was seen in Pike County, and that's the last time so far anybody's actually reported seeing it. And we pretty much confirmed that we were chasing fucking Bigfoot. So, you know, something still stood out because people call Bigfoot Bigfoot, people call Bigfoot Sasquatch, and abominable snowman. So where did Crumpton Booger come from? And so we got to looking and come to find out the lady that found murdered in her barn next to her cow. Her name was Crumpton, and the her white heifer that was murdered right next to her has been seen over in South Fulton County jumping out in front of cars and stuff. So I think that it was the Crumpton Booger about the same time Bigfoot was being spotted down there. But by the time it just kept snowballing and snowballing, and we figured out that we were, you know, then working our way over into Pike County, people were reporting Sasquatch and Bigfoot. You know, it done annoyed the hell out of me and everybody looking into it. So we started over and come to find out it was an old lady that murdered out in the barn next to her white heifer. So we're still not done with that one. We're still working on the investigation part of that one. But yeah, by far that's the most aggravating one.
Where are you from?
A-Town, get it? Fayetteville, Georgia.
Name something in your past that you did that can be 5 times dumber than going into a haunted house or abandoned house.
Okay. So when we were in high school, or when I was in high school, me and a friend of mine, a buddy of mine, Chris Snyder, used to go out. We used to go out chasing tornadoes. Like we didn't go into the area where there might be a tornado. No, we like physically we chased that tornado flat from the We chased the tornado through Tyrone, Fayetteville, not Peachtree City, Tyrone, Fayetteville. I think we chased it into Jonesboro. Chased one south towards Barnesville or something. I don't remember all the ones we chased, but I remember there's one that came through Fayetteville, and it snatched the roof off of Jones's Pharmacy right there on Glen Street. And when it came through the intersection of 85 and Banks Road, we were on Banks Road. We had just passed Ellis Road, so we were very, very close to running into it, literally.
What gets your blood to flowing before you get into doing these?
5 hours. Maybe a Red Bull. 5 hours.
Red Bull give you wings.
Having to deal with the ignorant ass people out here that don't know how to drive. And that's like me literally driving there to do the investigation or going into the building or whatever. Having to deal with the people driving.
When you was little, was you into doing videos?
Yeah, I probably would have back then. I seriously probably would. I never was in a video back then, but I did like to entertain people, and I did try to try to make people laugh and cheer them up. so. I mean, you know, I didn't do any videos back then, but I probably would have if YouTube would have been around.
What all is involved in doing a video?
Location, location, location. Location away outside the fucking airstream going into Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. Finding the places, doing the research, and for a lot of people that didn't know, there's research. When you do research on a place, there's two different types of research. You don't just research a place and go, all right, I'm done. You know, this one is, for example, we can't find anything on this one, but I'm just using it as an example. You know, why does the building look like this? Why is the building designed like that? And the truth be known, originally it was stated that this was a theater, so that's probably why it's designed like that. So doing research, figuring out, okay, well, this was like 6 years ago, it was a restaurant or a bar, and then 15 years ago, it was a theater. That's the research. That's, you know, when did it open, when did it close, why did it? And then going back before that, there's a couple of things that we've actually done, we're actually still working on. We went back and found out that the place we were actually looking at during the research, we couldn't find anything. We had shit happen there, obviously, but we couldn't figure out anything that was strong enough to be like, well, why would this happen? So we went back and researched before the building was actually built there. Come to find out, it used to be a it used to be like a what do they call it? A hospice. And they tore it down and they built a house there. Well, the research then would go back to say, okay, why did the hospice close? Well, come to find out, the hospice closed because they weren't taking care of the patients there like they should have been. One of the patients was actually killed. They closed it down, they tore the hospice down. People bought the land, they built their house there, and they had a bunch of weird shit going on. So, research goes back even before the building that we're actually looking at. Scouting it out, checking it out, seeing where it's at, how I can get to it, how we can get in, trying to see if there's anybody that we can contact that would give us permission to get in, and then finally the investigation part where we go out and we do the investigating. That's, you know, once that's done, then it kind of goes, you know, if we're not doing it live like we're doing now, we would be doing editing, which takes for fucking ever. If you do a 30-minute video, it's going to take you a minimum of an hour to edit a 30-minute video. So, yeah, that's all it takes.
Do you think that there's anyone out there that watches your videos that would really want to meet you in person? And if so, what is it you think they do?
I don't think so, as far as anybody that would want to meet me in person. I don't really think so. As far as what they would do, they'd probably ask me 9 million questions. Did I But did you ever figure out anything about what really happened with Trump and Booker? Did you ever figure out why Peters Cemetery and Peters Road is so haunted? Something like that. But I don't really know. I mean, I can't think of anybody that would be wanting to meet me in person that watches my video. Well, maybe one. Anyway, next question.
That's all.
That's it? Okay. Alright guys, so with that being said, I'm going to do this. If y'all have any more questions that y'all want to know that wasn't answered in here, just leave them in the comments. Go and send us a message on social media. You can do it on Instagram or Facebook. Any questions that y'all want to know, keep it clean. Like I said, just leave them on social media. For those of y'all that, you know, they're like, alright, well, we're pretty much done. Peace out, stay tuned, we have other videos coming up. For Alicia, because I told you I would do this. I got the messages that you were sending to my social media person. Pretty much, here's the deal. The Warren House, we're currently working on, like we're actively currently working on it. The Confederate Cemetery we're working on. We're kind of getting the idea that there's more there than just those two places. We've actually figured out that Stanley Oaks Plantation had something to do with it. And I've got a couple more places in there. A couple more places in there that has a little more involvement into that than what everybody's leading on to believe. But I'm gonna tell you this: you're not the first person that's actually told me that you've seen that soldier walking up and down the street. You're not the first person to tell me about the dude on the horse on the railroad tracks. So I'm gonna explain to you the best way I can. On how everything is. Alright, so a spirit, like a friendly spirit, usually will not mess with you. They might try to get your attention because they're trying to communicate with you or something of that nature, but they're not going to cause physical bodily harm. Here's the thing. So the Confederate soldiers were in Carolina. They fired on Fort Sumter, and in return, General Sherman march to the sea. He came down, he burnt Atlanta. He burnt Jonesboro, he burnt Fayetteville, he burnt the New Manchester factory over in Sweetwater Creek State Park and Liberty Springs, which is in Douglas County. But he didn't do that. He didn't really do that to try to kill people. Okay, he did it in revenge Confederate soldiers firing at Fort Sumter. The guy, the entity that you seen on the horse riding down the tracks, is most likely General, is most likely the spirit of General Sherman. General Sherman is not a very nice guy. Back then, he wasn't a very nice guy. So now I can just imagine he's probably a demonic entity. So that would explain the scratches that you were talking about. And then, you know, because the thing is, a demonic entity is going to go after your weakness, okay? And it don't matter what it is. We have physical weakness, we have mental weakness, it's going to go after your weakness, okay? If you have kids there, it'll try to go after your kids, okay? If it thinks that it can bring you down, it's going to go after your kids. If it thinks that it can bring you, if you got a hurt leg, it's going to do everything in the world to make you fall, to make you stumble, push you. So a demonic entity is going to go after your weakness. Okay. But it's also going to go after the strongest one. So with that being said, with him being scratched like that, specifically targeting her husband, that's most likely, basically he is saying, hey, stay back out of the way. I don't want to have to hurt you. Telling you to leave is telling you to leave because it don't want to hurt you. It's trying to go after him because he's a guy, he's a male, he's stronger. Back then, you know, more dominant. The males was the more dominant ones. Back when Sherman was doing his thing. As far as the sick feeling, going to the hospital, feeling fine, coming back, passing out, that would be him being possessed. Okay. I hope that answered your questions. I'm trying to go back through my head and make sure. I think that was all your questions. If you have any more questions about that, Alicia, let us know. Okay. You know, it's a lot to type, and my guru, my social media guru, doesn't really know like how to word it. Not necessarily how to word it, but I got you. You thought I was gonna take my hat off. Not necessarily how to word it, but like she wouldn't know how to put it to where you can understand it. So like I said, with the sick feeling, going to the hospital, coming back, passing out, that was him being possessed. The scratches is a demonic entity. I can almost rest assured you not that Confederate soldier that you saw. But I've had other people, not only on the street where that house is, but the street behind it, and 2 streets behind that, I've had people to say that they've seen that Confederate soldier walking up and down the street. I've had a couple people see the guy on the horse on the tracks. And as far as you, when you said that he was coming up the track and the railroad arms came down, and he basically, like, I guess went on by and they went back up. My camera person was there with me the other night, or the other morning. We were over there and we were kind of going back and forth between the Warren House and the Confederate Cemetery. We had a set of those railroad arms to go down on us like that, and there wasn't a train in sight. And then in the video, you can, plain as day, you can hear what sounds like a phantom train horn. So, that's entirely possible, because that was the whole reason that they had that fight. Sherman came to Jonesboro, is he was trying to cut off that railway, sending supplies to the Confederate soldiers in Atlanta. So here the Phantom train horn, it kind of fits right on in there too. So I hope that answers your questions. If you have any more questions about anything that happened or anything of that nature, let us know. Like I said, as far as Stately Oaks Plantation, that whole thing, we haven't gotten to that point yet. We're still working on the northern part of Jonesboro. We'll eventually get down to the south end, which is where the plantation is. As a matter of fact, what was it, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, the Jonesboro PD, Jonesboro Police had somebody jump out and run from them, and they were on a manhunt. They were bringing the dogs out. It just so happened where they was at, where he jumped out the vehicle and took off at, was right over there at Stately Oaks Plantation. So it was a good thing we wasn't over there walking around that night. We'd have been in trouble. But if you have any questions, just let us know, and I'll do my best to try to answer them for you. I will look into it for you. Like I said, I hope that answered all your questions. And so for you, Alicia, and for everybody else out there, stay tuned for the next video. Take care.